Hey David, how's it going, mate? Just throwing up a poll here quick. There it be. Good to see you, David. I'm just doing up some brown nymphs for a friend. These guys here. Synthetic brown nymph. And we're just gonna be using some brown biots. And I'm just gonna be tying those in at the working length of the body, kind of up to the thorax. So fairly long. I like a long tail on my nymphs. They seem to get trashed, so. I'll scoot it down a little on me, but it looks like it's set in pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Looks pretty even, eh? Good enough for the fish I go after. Just gonna trim off those brittle ends and we'll tie those in. Dropping all my material here. Okay. So the body's just gonna be this kind of root beer brown flexi floss. Fortunately, when I got the roll of this stuff, it was all cut into weird lengths, so got multiple lengths to play with. There is a kind of side to these, where one side is flatter than the other. Looks like that one. Like a D-rib, almost. Just gonna try and get the flat side in. Put a little tension on it while we're tying it in there. Right up to the tail with 2 wraps for the tail. Give it a good 3 wraps of the base to hold it in there. Back to our tie-off point. Just gonna throw a couple half hitches in there to secure it. I'm gonna attempt to try and keep this fairly flat on the way up. Doesn't roll on me. I'm just gonna add a little bit more tension on these first couple wraps, except for the very first one, just to thin that out a little bit. I'll just work our way up. It's because it's a really nice, even and segmented body. Stop right at our working point there, and adding more pressure, right back. And just kind of thin this out. And back again. There's a little thorax lump. So not only helping with the taper there, but give us a little thorax lump to tie into. Gives us a nice little taper there. Go back on this without it rolling on me. Hopefully. There we go. Too much anyway. A little bit's not gonna hurt nothing. So we're gonna be rolling in our thorax, or yeah, our thorax cover at that point there. And for that, I'm just using this again, root beer brown, 4mm scud stretch, or scud back. And we are just going to cut this. Come on, behave yourself. There we go. Just gonna cut this on an angle. Nice little nib to tie into. Get a good 3 wraps here at the base. I'm gonna work my way forward. Right up to where we're gonna tie the eye in. I'll throw 2 half hitches in there. Beauty. We're also going to tie in just a peacock hackle, nothing special, not super floofy, just to give us some under fluff on the thorax section here. Also give it that green shine. That everyone loves about peacock. Right back up to that tying point. I got a number of just small dark colored hackle I'm going to be using for this. Just left over from some of the last flies I was doing up. Doesn't have to be anything special at all because it's just the legs for the nymph. So whatever we got kicking around, it's a darker color, it'll be just fine. And again, we'll throw a half hitch. And we'll line that thorax with this rather thin peacock, but this will do just fine. We're not doing up a royal coach, and we're just adding a little bit of pearlescent to the bottom of that thorax. There we go. He managed to get quite a few fish on these, so they held up really well, considering. Yeah, looks like that'll be fine. just gonna break out the trusty Thompson tackle pliers here. Give us a hand with this guy. I'm just gonna chase that up. 3 or 4 turns just through the peacock. Just gonna catch it right there. 2 turns in front. We'll catch it one more time for good measure. There was the good measure. Ended up just breaking the tip off there. I'm just gonna capture these guys. They're gonna go poof. There would be, and I'm just gonna kind of coach this to go left and right around the hook here, because it's not gonna do us any good if it's just trapped under the top. Just like that. Yeah, once you hold up about a 45 there, should be able to just come in, pin those down. Leave your top bit looser. Your cap, I guess. And let's do 1 wrap, and then fix anything that got kinked. I want to get 3 wraps in, working back towards the hook. And that'll hold it in. Now we're going to make little eye stalks. And to do that, we just leave a little bit of a fold there. Personal preference, really, if you want bigger ones. You can also stick some mono eyes at this point if you wanted to. But these are really effective and quick. And if you get it to lay flat. Another method is just to pull them straight back. This. And then kind of tweak it forward with your thumb just a hair. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Yeah, 3 wraps. Oh, 4. Then I'm gonna pop it forward. And do. So this one will roll as well as the last one. Do about 3 or 4 underneath it. That'll hold it up, hopefully. There we go. I'm just gonna whip finish before I cut that off. Can do it after, doesn't matter, it should be held in well enough. Three, 4 is fine. You're gonna get a good gob of head cement on there anyway. And oh, curvy scissors. Here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is make a cut, a V-shaped cut towards the middle, but not all the way. Just like that. Spin the scissors around, do the same on the other side. I'm just pulling back just slightly. There we go. Then we'll have a tag in the middle. We'll just find it, pull it up, release that tag. Two reasons we do that. One is now we got a nice lip to start our next fly. And the second, leaves a nice little rib there, just like a stonefly. I would like if these eyeballs decided to stand up like they should be, but I think I left just a hair a little too much, a little less material than I should have. But the fish won't care any. It'll fish all the same. Okay, so I'm going to throw a little head cement on there. Yeah, if you want to throw, you can throw some mono eyes in at that point too, if you want some big gobbers on there. These seem to be working just fine, like this. There we go. So, since the fish are hitting on this pattern like gangbusters, I'm not going to bother changing this pattern up, even if there's a few things I'd like to change on it. A few stragglers there, I'm just going to get rid of. Any dark hackle should work just fine. Let's see it on camera. There we go. Yeah, this little eyeball nub should be kind of sitting like this. I'm just gonna hold that for a sec, see if the head cement will grab it or not. Kind of like half on it. Yeah. Oh, it's all good. Old brown nymph. And yeah, that's just been hitting off on, not much to it, but man, it's been smashing the fish. Oh, you're still there, David? What do you think? I like it. Like I said, I would like a slightly bigger eye stalk. Just like maybe half a millimeter. Kind of like these guys here, you can see. They got more of a little hood to them. That one's flipped up nice. You see what I mean for imitate the eyes. But that's, like, there's nothing wrong with that one. It'll fish just fine. Let's see what we got here. I think I'm just gonna go with a crazy freestyle one to use up some of this random material I got in my tying pile here. I'm pretty sure this is about an 8, maybe 10. Let's go with a nice red tail, eh? Switch over to some standard uni for this. I feel like a pretty decently heavy tail, so grab a little bit of extra fluff there. Let's save that, maybe we'll use that. Yeah, liking that. Let's do yeah, let's do like a good body length there. Hey Yoshi, how's it going, mate? Good to have you in. It's been a pretty slow night. Oh, it's David's birthday? I had no idea. I totally missed that. I've been out of the live streams for the last few days because that exact reason. We had 2 birthdays. My 2 kids have been busy. And it's me and the wife's birthday next week, so it's been a crazy busy birthday week, month, part of a month for us. But yeah, happy birthday, David. Hopefully you had a good birthday, mate. Let's see what I got here I can use for body material. Oh, I got some. This is yellow. Thank you, Yoshi. Let's use this, I'm just tying with a bunch of leftover stuff I got in my trash pile here. I'm not really going for anything special right now. Just trying to use some of this up and see if I can come up with something cool. Let's use this salmon pink colored. Fentex. I think that'll work well. There we go. Let's make this work. This will work fine. These were left over from the bent sunsets I was doing. I don't recall. Probably. That color. Just gonna try and get a little better body taper. That was kind of getting away on me there. Okay, we'll clean it up with that when we chase it with that rib. Yeah, that'll work. I'm okay with that. Hey. Bury that in a little bit there. Leave room. I'll probably do maybe like a beard on this. See, I got one piece of guinea fowl. It's kind of an odd thing to have one piece of, so I'll use that. Maybe I'll make a beard out of that. This yellow's gonna go nice. I always like me a yellow rib. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like that, mate. Yeah, I'll send you guys an email. No worries. I love freaking dubbing. Never have enough. It's a hoot making. I love making my own too. You can make dubbing out of, gosh, almost anything really that you can shred up. Yeah, I'd be honored. That'd be awesome. Okay, we got some pheasant. What we got here I can use for where did that? Where'd that feather go? Sorry, hold on a second. Got a really nice little quail feather floating around here. That's the problem, it floated a little too far. Oh, that's too bad. That would have made a really nice wing. I know. It always happens when you want to. Oh, that's I know I'm gonna find it as soon as I stop looking for it, right? Hmm. Okay, well, guess we'll go with something different then. I got this nice red. Going with that theme, I guess. We'll use that. Let's get rid of some of this fluff on the bottom. How cool are you mixing synthetics and naturals? You can get a much more buggier look doing that. Yeah, even just like your wastebasket, you can kind of just grind that up. Sometimes end up with some neat stuff. I'm thinking if you know what, I might be able to even just soft tackle that. You want it? That might be kind of cool, actually. Okay, if I'm gonna do that, I wanted to kind of throw a beard on this too. I got. I'd go with like a contrasting, like dark beard, or I could go with kind of the same color scheme and do like a purple, because I got one single purple. So when we do that, I'll throw in a purple beard, and then we'll tie that. Just for kicks and giggles. It's more like wine, I suppose, than the purple. But I'll just throw in some nice soft hackles here. Chrome, eh? How do you get chrome? Like, finely chopped up mylar or something? Or just like chrome colored thread or yarn? Can't say I've actually used any kind of chrome metallic dubbing. I'm gonna double that up. That's a little on the thinner side than I wanted. Yeah, it'd be cool. I've missed out on one of Villa's streams, and I'd like to admit he's been putting in the work. Yeah, I've seen some glow-in-the-dark stuff at, what was it, Michael's or Walmart? One of the two. They're right next to each other, so I always mix the two up. I was wondering how well it would actually hold up as far as like after you charged it. Yeah, for sure. You got your email posted in your about page on the on your YouTube, eh? Mine's there if you want to shoot me an email. I can just reply back to you. Just flytyingwithnimby@gmail.com. Yeah, when I'm done here, I'll tag you one way or the other. I think I got Villa's email in my address book. I got a whole bunch of stuff I need to send out. We're finally got our the postal service is finally, well, they haven't finished striking, but they've moved from full strike to rotating strike, so things are moving a bit now. How slow that'll be, who knows. There you go. I kind of like that little wine beard in there. Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna work because I've never soft tackled pheasant shoulder before. But just eyeballing it, it looks like that would work. Kind of sad I'm gonna lose all this. I think I'm gonna cut that off maybe. Save that for some nymph legs. Yeah, that's gonna be a really snapping color with this. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I'm just going at her. That's some trash I got in my. Well, it's not necessarily trash, but leftovers. Oh, come on now. There we go. You don't need to be all fussy like that. Come on now. You want to tie in nice, don't you? Yeah, I'll just throw a half hitch just to save point. I'm going to try and slowly bring this forward as I'm wrapping. And we're gonna fold it this way. If it'll fold. Definitely not as soft as hen. Get my finger a little bit wet here. Oh, yeah, that might just work. Cool. Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm feeling I'm gonna have to chase that with my thread to lay him back, but oh, look at Yoshi. Take your time, mate. I'm just gonna fight with this. You know what? That turned out better than I thought it was going to. That's rather cool, actually. I like that. That's probably going to have some real movement to it. That was fun. I have to play with that more. I really didn't think it was going to wrap really well. It was a little on the challenging side, but I've had fussier feathers. Do a nice kind of bulbous head here. Push all that back. That's really cool. I'm impressed. Still don't have a clue where that guinea fowl feather went. Probably wanted to use that. Yeah, just gonna throw 1/2 inch in here and we'll get some whip finishes going. Just to start the whip finish. That's cool. That turned out better than I thought it was going to be honest. That was fun. I got enough to make another one of those. Hey, welcome back. What do you think of that? I like that. I have no idea what that is. I like that. I think that's going to work out great. That's probably going to have some awesome pulsing movement in the water. Yeah, the peel box will work fine. Like I said, they're currently on strike, so it may take, could even take a month to get to me. But it's all good. It'll get here eventually, hopefully. We haven't gotten any mail for, is it a month and a half now? Yeah, I really like the look of this thing. I have no idea what it is. I'm just using trash in my, not trash, but leftovers. I thought that was going to be a bit long, but it actually lined up really well with the tail there. I think it's really going to kind of pulse nicely. No worries at all. Can't grab pics while I got my stream software up though, unfortunately. But I will check them out when I'm done here. I'll try and brush him out a little bit. I got a little brush here. I'm gonna put my little brush. Yeah, this will work. Snows are a little bit kind of matted together. I'm wondering if I can. There we go. That's helping a little bit. Oop. Not necessary at all, but there. I don't know if that did anything. Just waiting for that head to dry. That's a cool little dude. I'm kind of happy with it. Well, that worked out better than I thought it was going to. I got enough stuff here to do another one of those. Maybe, kind of, sort of. I got 2 little pieces of this orange left. I got another pheasant rump. I do. He's quite a bit smaller though. Oh, hey, let's give it a go. Let's try her out and see if I can get another one. Really? Dude, you went to town. 75. Wow, 75 colors. That's gotta fill up like the whole dubbing box if you're using like the dollar store tote types. That's a cool little dude. I'm happy with that one. I'm kind of excited to try and fish that, to be honest. That looks like that's gonna be fun. Let's do one more of those, just because that made me happy. I'm gonna do that again. This other shoulder feather I have is not as big at all, but I think I can make it work. We'll worry about that when we get to the hackling part. The competition in the dubbing market, or what? I imagine you could probably make some decent cash putting dubbing together, because the you know, like your base materials are pretty inexpensive. And if you can get some good, like, if you keep notes on what your good colors are, that'd go a long way. Hold on a sec here, I might have one below me. This one I did earlier. If I get in frame. Not 75, but I do have a bigger one with the same size holes. It's like 4 of these. I'm pretty sure it's probably got 75 holes in it. But it's empty. I haven't filled it. That was actually going to be for yarn tabs. But yeah, I think it was actually a yarn tab box. So if you're looking for that, which are these? Let me get back down there again, see if I can reach it. So like these guys that you wrap yarn on, but I don't know if you can see it here, the size of the holes, they're like finger width, they're a little bit. Yeah, aren't we all, mate? Ugh. But yeah, if you find those, the yarn, I don't even know what the proper term is for it. It's, my brain wants to say cross stitch, but that's not it. It's, it's not felting. What is it now? They use wool, and it's in a thin strand, and why is my brain not coming up with the proper term? I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. Oh god, cat. No, come on. My cat is being a toot. Here. She's right here. That's my cat. Her name is Luna, and she's going through her heat cycle, and she wants love. And she wants to stand on all my fly tying stuff. No! That's probably where my feather went. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You probably stole my guinea fowl feather. Yeah, she's a sweetie. Once I get this tied in, I'll pick her up so she doesn't get hooks or something stuck in her. Here, I don't leave hooks out, but knowing my luck, she'd find one. Come here, Ronnie. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to Yoshi. This is Luna. She's a sweetheart. But she wants attention so bad right now. Come on, honey. Down you go. Normally I don't mind, but man, she can make a mess of all my stuff out. Yeah, I'll go with a little red shuck. This is just some red dyed rooster spray feather. Oh my god, cat. I know, she's a lot. I'm sure you can probably hear her too. Here, we'll try and get, my problem with this body material now is I only got 2 little pieces left, and they're both pretty short. I'm gonna try for the longer one. See if we get lucky. I think what I'm gonna have to do, oh my god, cat. Okay, come sit, come on. Come on, come here, it's okay, come on. Yeah, I know. It's bad enough when she's trying to stand on my keyboard. gonna make this easy, are you? Do not knock over my... Don't knock over the head cement. That would be horrible. Don't do that. You can sit in my lap. You wanna sit in my lap? Yeah, does that not do it for you? No? Gotta knock everything over? Oh, I forgot my yellow rib. We gotta have the yellow rib in there. I like that. Okay, let's undo this. Let's get that rib in there. Do I have any yellow rib left? Ooh, I have a little tiny piece. This might actually be enough. Oh, Luna, you are driving me nuts. Yeah, I'm excited if you got like oddball metallic colors and stuff that I don't have. That would be cool. I can't say I've ever used a metallic dubbing. I've seen people use them though, where it almost looks like shredded, kind of yellowy copper. I see it a lot on the like October caddises and stuff to give it some flash. I'm assuming it's just kind of like a really thin, shredded mylar. We're gonna have enough to make it here. Oh, I had that happen with a cat once. That's not cool. Yeah, they can get hurt in there. Hopefully you got her out okay. I had a cat do that in a recliner, which is even worse because if you recline it or whatever, they can get, you know, squished. Yeah. Keep that up, you'll get squished. You're sitting on my scissors. She doesn't care. She has zero. She does not care. Yeah, you're gonna bother me all night, aren't you? Everyone else is asleep. Why can't you be asleep? Me? Not too much to ask? Ugh. Yeah, no, your hormones are probably driving you crazy. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I would totally like to play with shine killers. My wife always says I need to tie more colorful flies. I do so much traditional bugs. But I do like the colors too. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we're still gonna do the not knock over my head cement and stuff. That's not cool. If you want to sit there, you can just sit. Just you don't have to like spin in circles. Here, you want to come say hi again? Come on. Come on. No, that's got a hook on it. Get your head away from that. I don't know if the beard did anything last time, but I'm gonna do it again for kicks and giggles. Don't eat the feathers. Don't eat. Do not eat the feathers. Don't eat the feathers. Oh my god, you're making a mess. No. Okay, look. Say hi to everyone. Oh, look at the camera. It's right over here. Alright. You can go down for a bit. Yeah, no, you made me lose my feather. Can't say she's super helpful. Oh my god, you're back. Frantically trying to get this in some kind of completed fashion before she destroys everything. Stay. No, stay there. Stay. Yep. I feel bad for her because she's being super annoying, but I know she's overly hormonal and just trying to get love. Okay. Well, the beard's a little cockeyed on that one, but I'll try and clean this up a little bit here. Not too worried about it because it's just gonna get buried when I make the head anyway. That's a little better. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how I want to go about this because this other one's shorter. Oh, you stop it. I might actually use some more. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave some of the other one I pulled it a lot shorter, so I'll leave some of the more fluffy fronds on the bottom just to fill it in a bit. They're not gonna be quite as long as the last one, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, no cat, you have issues. There we be. That was a good tie-in. Alright, so a couple half hitches on there so I don't lose everything. I got a whole ton of stuff. Like I was just starting to talk about there before I got sidetracked with Cat. I got a ton of stuff I want to give away and send out in the mail. Obviously flies, but I got hooks and fishing lines and all sorts of get up I've been collecting for a while here. But the mail's been on strike. We haven't had any mail, so everything's been on hold. Best laid plans of mice and men. But now that the mail is kind of moving again, maybe, hopefully. Hoping I can get those out to people. So I like to do more giveaways and stuff. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, they're all on strike. Again. Last Christmas too, they were doing the same thing. Which really messed up my, because we live out in the boonies, and mail stuff is important for us out here, especially for getting things like gifts and stuff for Christmas. But I mean, what are you gonna do, really? It's affecting the whole country. That was close. Okay, I think I'm gonna tie you off right there then. You're gonna be like that. There we go. Yeah, that worked out well. No, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a hair shorter than the last one, but I still like the look of it. I think that's fine. It's a little, like just a whiff shorter. Maybe the other one was too long. This one's better. I'm gonna do a nice kind of bulbous head on it like the last one too. If I can get it. I'm missing just one wrap in the front here. Okay, get some half hitch on there. Well, actually, I think I'll just go right into the whip finish this time. I do like to do half hitch first. In this case, I'll just do that. There we go. I like a bigger kind of bulbous head for my wet fly hackles like that because it helps to push it back. Makes it a little more durable. I just like the look. Thanks, Yoshi. Appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea if this is a pattern or not. I don't think it is. I'm sure there's lots of flies that look similar, but I'm fairly sure that's gonna get some fish. Put a dab of head cement on here before the cat gets back. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice she bumped my camera tripod again. There we go. Straighten that out. For bass? Yeah, sure. Haven't for a little while, but yeah, I can make like deer hair poppers, topwater stuff. It really depends on what you're, how you're fishing for them, right? Hey? I think you need to go to sleep. Ugh. Okay, come on down. Ugh. It never will your first time you try it. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's hard, it's a different. Oh my god, can you just let me put my stuff away? I'm gonna talk to Yoshi and I'm gonna put my stuff away and you're gonna be a good cat. Stay away from the hooks. I wouldn't say it's hard, and I know that's an easy thing to say, especially if you had trouble with your first time. It's a different, completely different technique to like everything else you do. So it's hard in the way that you have to wrap your head around it differently. It's also hard if you don't have and use the right material for a lot of things. Oh my god, cat, can you not just give me 5 minutes here? Come here, come here. Come on, you need to get down for a second so I can get this cleaned up. I'm a huge proponent, as you probably well know, of using what you have and using things that aren't traditional and making it work. But with deer hair, if you're spinning deer hair, you kind of need the right stuff. So if you're using like say a bucktail, it's not going to work. You need, they don't necessarily 100% need whitetail, but if you can get like whitetail belly fur, that's what you need to spin with. If you, I don't have any on hand at the moment, but when you kink it, it has to flare up, but it also has to not cut. So it's a fine balance between being able to puff it out and not literally have it puff everywhere. Um, so using the correct thread is also extremely important. You have to use um, a lot of people use a heavy denier. Yeah, I plan to. Um, if you have all the right stuff and you kind of know not really what you're getting into, but like what you need to be doing, um, then it's actually pretty easy and it's a lot of fun. But it's so different than all the other things that you're doing when you're tying. Um, it's its own animal. Um, and it's one of those things where you really do, unfortunately, need the right material. You can do it with the wrong material, it's way harder and requires you to already know why it's not working in order to make it work. It's a little bit like using bent hackle or something else. Like you can make really junky, beat up hackle work just as well as good hackle, but it's going to take, a lot of years of practice knowing why it's not working and forcing it to work. Yeah, a book's hard. I wish I could remember the guy's name. There's a Swedish guy who's probably honestly one of the best in the world at doing bass poppers and deer hair, just in general. Like he's phenomenal, and he has some really good, like better than anything I'm gonna be able to make videos on it, because he's literally he's like the David McPhail of deer flies. He has some really good videos, but because he is at that level of tying deer hair, even though his videos are extremely well done, really good information in it, he's like, 15 steps above my tying level. And it's hard the way he teaches in his videos. He's been doing it for so long, he already knows and expects a lot of stuff, so he doesn't really get into the basics. But he still has some amazing tying videos. If I can remember his name, I'll look it up and I'll send it when I email you back. I'll send you some of his videos, because even though he's not maybe the best for beginner strategies, like the stuff he does, and if you want to get into the multicolored, like cool looking poppers and divers, he's hands down the best. There's not too many people that argue that they're better than him. So yeah, I'll dig out some of his videos. He makes good videos. I just wouldn't consider them like an entry-level beginner video. They're definitely for someone that's looking at more advanced features. Yeah, yeah. His are nice and long. Like I said, I don't know why. It's hard to find his channel. Um, he doesn't have a lot of videos on there, but like the ones he does have are pretty high quality. Um, and they're long too. Like I think one of the ones I was watching for his was over an hour. Like he goes into in depth, but like I said, he's several notches even above my tying level. Um, so he just goes about it differently. I'm gonna get this out of here before my cat pegs herself on it or something. Oh my god, cat, just settle down. I know. Come here. No, don't stand on my keyboard. Oh, that's bad. But yeah, I'll dig him up. I'll message you, because even though I don't think he's the best person to send you to for learning, he covers a lot of stuff that I can barely touch on. So I think he is definitely worth watching, even if. Oh my god! Sorry, Matt. This cat is. Okay. Luna, you're being a twit. Cheers. Yeah, I'll definitely dig you up some good videos. I have some good books on it too, and I'll see if I can do up a video myself for you this week. I got the next couple days off here, and I got some beautiful belly hair. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of belly hair that's colorful, so it'll be more on like kind of like how to do like a muddler minnow head, like that color stuff. Like most of the spinning hair I have is for doing like mice and that kind of thing. So I'll probably do maybe we'll do a video on how to do up a mouse. I've been meaning to do that anyway. Because a lot of the stuff I have is like browns, olives, that kind of thing. I got lots of colored deer hair, but it's more for you know, salmon streamers and steelhead and that kind of thing. Will you stop running over my camera? Stop it. Oh my god, you're insane. I know. Ugh, I'm gonna hold her for a minute so she can behave. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's one of those things where you need to get, like, you can get a cheap belly strip. Not necessarily cheap, but like a decent one, cheaply. A lot of times you'll see them for sale as primo strips, so it's just typically belly. And a lot of times if you see a strip of deer hair that's long and rectangular and dyed, it's probably belly hair, because the belly hair takes the dye better than most of the hair. So a lot of the dyed strips you see are going to be belly hair, which will be fine for spitting. Just because the belly hair is a lighter color typically, which, you know, dyes well and dyes better than if it wasn't belly hair. As you go up to the back, then you get more into the, like, on the flanks and the top of the deer and on the back. That's where you get your comparaduns and like your October caddis kind of hair that you'd want to use for that. You can still spin that stuff, it's just, again, it's not something you want to learn with, because it's just going to be a little bit more of a fight. I haven't seen, actually, oddly enough, I don't think I've ever seen Brian spin hair other than like muddler minnows and some mice. But I don't know if Brian would be able to give you some tips on that. I know he hates doing deer hair just because it's messy. He's mentioned that before, but I've never actually seen him do any poppers or divers that I can think of. Doesn't mean he hasn't, I just haven't seen it. But he might be able to help you as well. But yeah, I'd like to get into some cool bass stuff, because they're extremely messy. They're a hoot to dye. They're a lot of fun. And I got the hooks and stuff for them too. Okay, Yoshi, I appreciate you hanging out, mate. It's late though. It's like, what is it, 2:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna head to bed here. Thankfully I don't have to. Yeah, just ask him. I know he's mentioned he doesn't like doing them, but it doesn't mean that he can't give you tips on it. But yeah, I'm sure he'd. I'm gonna go before this cat drives me nuts. Alright. Thanks, mate. Have a good night.